Justin Baldoni stayed focused. He stayed honest. He stayed clean, and in the end, that's exactly what exposed Blake's lies. Not just exposed them, ended them, and he didn't even need a headline. He just needed the truth. She wanted to manipulate the charts, destroy reputations, and rewrite the story to suit herself. But in trying to take control, she lost everything, and now her name is a warning. Blake thought she'd destroyed Justin Baldoni, but it looks like she destroyed herself instead. Justin Baldoni has never needed to drag someone through the mud. He let Blake destroy herself. She built the tower. She lit the match, and now she's the one buried in the rubble. She brought this on herself. Every document, every call, every lie, all hers. Hollywood is taking notes. The silence around Blake is no accident. No press is talking. No insiders are protecting her, because they all know if this goes to court, the truth won't just ruin her career, it could take down others too. People are already deleting messages, wiping devices, lawyering up because Blake was not working alone, and that web is now unraveling fast. She thought she could hide behind charm and money. She thought her connection to Ryan Reynolds would keep her untouchable, but not anymore. The truth is out. The power is gone, and the person she tried to destroy is rising without saying a single word. Meanwhile, Blake is unraveling. Her last public appearance was awkward and tense. Her PR team was nowhere in sight. She didn't answer a single question. She looked over her shoulder multiple times and left within minutes. And now fans are noticing she's been dropped from upcoming magazine covers and interviews. Her podcast guest spots? Cancelled. Her brand collabs? Silent. It's as if the industry finally sees her for what she really is. The fallout is still growing. A second lawsuit is rumored to be in motion, this time from a data analytics firm that claims Blake gave them illegal instructions to skew chart results. If that lawsuit moves forward, it could lead to criminal charges, tax issues, FTC violations, serious consequences. Blake may have thought this was all just a game of fame and influence, but this is real, and it's not going away. It's expanding. One whistleblower wrote in a signed affidavit, "I was told by Blake Lively that pushing Drake down would create buzz. She said it would wake up the industry and make Alex Warren the face of the new wave." That same whistleblower is now in witness protection due to threats and harassment from unnamed accounts. Another insider admitted Blake used encrypted apps to hide communications. Even more disturbing, private servers were accessed from VPNs linked to Reynolds' media firm. Evidence continues to pour in. Files, voice notes, screenshots, all pointing in the same direction. But Baldoni isn't afraid. He's faced worse. He stayed above the noise, trusted the legal process, and waited. And now it's paying off. Brands are reaching out to him again. A stalled film project of his just got greenlit, and producers are calling him the only person in the room who played it smart. Studios are referring to him as a quiet storm. Not loud, not messy, just effective, and now respected. He didn't have to smear anyone. He just had to hold the truth long enough for it to reveal itself. Even Ryan Reynolds tried to step in, sending a round of emails trying to fix the mess. One email read, "Blake was trying to help promote new artists. This got twisted," but a response from a studio head shut it down immediately. This isn't about promotion, it's about manipulation, and we won't be part of it. From there, Reynolds' own name began surfacing in files, and the spotlight widened. And here's where Justin Baldoni comes back in, quietly, steadily. His team submitted an official legal complaint outlining how Blake's interference in multiple chart events, including Ordinary versus What Did I Miss, violated both ethics rules and federal media law. The complaint includes time-stamped server logs, video call records, and sworn statements from insiders. More than 300 pages of evidence, fully documented, shared with investigators across multiple industries. They even subpoenaed internal chat logs from streaming companies. A beauty brand cancelled her 7-figure endorsement. A fashion label she fronted for 2 years deleted every post with her in it. And the big one, a streaming deal for a new thriller she was producing, was shut down mid-development. Gone, over, cancelled without warning. Internally, team members were told it was for legal exposure. Multiple executives began distancing themselves, scrubbing contact logs, preparing statements, and what followed was even worse. Blake tried to do damage control, of course. She blamed jealousy and internet trolls. She told her team to spin it as a smear campaign, but the receipts don't lie. Her own words are in those files. Her own fingerprints are all over the strategy, and people in the industry are done covering for her. The same people who once protected her have gone silent, unfollowing, unsubscribing, cutting ties, some even returning money. Her inner circle shrinking fast. One of the most shocking pieces of evidence is a Slack message from a Spotify contractor that says, BL wants full screen banner on Alex only, no Drake mention. BL Blake, lively. The same person who acts like she's above drama. Turns out she's not just in the drama, she's directing it, producing it, casting it, and editing the script to always play the victim. This time, she got caught in her own edit. But this time, the script flipped. Baldoni didn't go public. He didn't tweet. He didn't post anything. He just sent the evidence to the right places. Industry regulators, legal officials, public relations ethics boards, and the second those emails and texts landed, deals started falling apart for Blake, quietly at first. Then suddenly, all at once, agencies dropped her, partners walked, PR firms refused to answer her calls. The wave turned into a flood. Control. That's what this is about for Blake. She wants to control headlines, charts, people, and power. She believes she can shape narratives and silence truth if she plays the game hard enough. And when Justin Baldoni refused to play along with her tactics, years ago she made him a silent enemy. But now, the silence is over, and Baldoni has come with evidence, hard proof. Names, times, documents, it's all there, and people are scared. After reviewing files collected by Baldoni's team, lawyers confirmed that several pieces of metadata related to chart calculations were intentionally delayed or altered by people connected to Lively. These weren't random people. These were executives, producers, even a digital ad manager who once worked on a Ryan Reynolds brand deal. All of them now under review, all of them nervous, because the paper trail doesn't lie, and Blake left fingerprints on everything. From call logs to payment trails, the evidence is undeniable. But Justin Baldoni knew exactly what happened. He'd seen it before. In fact, it happened to one of his own projects last year. A sudden drop in visibility, streaming numbers that didn't match internal data, delayed audit reports. At the time, it looked like a glitch. Now it looks like Blake Lively's blueprint, not a one-time tactic, but a pattern, a system, a playbook she's used before to get what she wants. And the more they looked, the more they found. Leaked documents show that Blake was in contact with several industry insiders in the weeks leading up to Drake's release. In one email, recovered from an internal server, she writes, "If we hold him just one more week, it'll cause a reaction. Perfect timing." Another message reads, "Let Alex take the crown. He's easier to control." And she wasn't just talking to one or two people. She had a full operation going. Meetings, phone calls, and signed NDAs with streaming coordinators. Everything planned out, every move calculated. She used burner accounts, back-channel group chats, even dummy corporations for payouts. It was deeper than anyone thought. Justin Baldoni, calm and focused as always, saw it coming. And while Blake was pulling strings and making shady deals, Baldoni and his legal team were gathering proof. And what they found? It's enough to end her entire career. Enough to shake up the entire music and film industry. Enough to remind everyone that even the biggest names can't escape the truth forever. And this time, the truth has a paper trail. Let's go back a bit. Drake dropped his new song, What Did I Miss? And expected, like always, to land at #1. But he didn't. Alex Warren blocked him with Ordinary for the 6th week in a row. Drake was fuming. He posted cryptic messages, hinted at suppression, and seemed confused about how he lost the top spot despite having tens of millions of streams. But someone behind the scenes knew exactly why. Blake Lively. Drake's beef with Alex Warren just got worse, and Blake Lively is officially spiraling. This isn't a rumor, it's real. The scandal she tried to bury is now blowing up, and Justin Baldoni is the one letting it all burn. At first, people thought this was just another celebrity clash. Drake upset over chart positions, Alex Warren celebrating a viral hit, and social media going wild. But behind the chaos, Blake Lively was making dangerous moves, and now the truth is out. She didn't just get involved, she started the fire. She planned it, organized it, and made sure all the pieces fell exactly how she wanted, until they didn't. She thought she could silence anyone standing in her way, but now the silence is broken, and her empire is cracking from the inside. Before we even get to what happens next, let's pause and understand just how deep Blake's influence really went. Because this isn't just about a feud. This is about how one woman used her power to warp reality, and now reality is hitting back. Blake Lively built her image on being relatable, sweet, and effortless. But the truth beneath the branding was anything but innocent. She played the Hollywood game with more calculation than anyone saw coming. She married into Hollywood royalty, built a beauty empire, and charmed her way into boardrooms, all while secretly pulling the strings that helped her rise and push others down. According to files now under legal review, this isn't the first time she's influenced music chart outcomes. 3 independent investigations are now underway, and they all center around the same pattern. Artists unexpectedly blocked from top chart positions after Lively had private meetings with executives. In one 2022 case, an up-and-coming female artist mysteriously lost playlist support days after Lively made a phone call to that artist's label head. That artist has since left the label and is now considering legal action. Another major moment came during the 2023 awards season. While everyone was watching the red carpet, Blake was allegedly in the background pressuring brand reps to redirect campaign funding, not to the best performer, but to the safest bet, the celebrity with the most visibility. And guess who was always lined up to benefit? Her circle, the names she picked, the deals she touched. Multiple confidential statements now suggest she acted as a shadow broker, quietly shaping media cycles and redirecting millions in marketing dollars. It wasn't illegal, at least not then, but it crossed enough ethical lines that several brands are now reconsidering past decisions and cutting ties completely. And yet, Blake never got her hands dirty directly. She used intermediaries, social media managers, agency liaisons, digital partners, all of whom are now testifying. One internal memo from a marketing firm said it plainly: "We're no longer comfortable operating under the influence of Blake Lively." And if you're wondering where Ryan Reynolds fits into all of this, it's worse than people thought. Documents show Reynolds personally approved digital campaigns that skewed towards certain artists and narratives, often in direct conflict with organic data. In one email, he says, "We owe her this push. Just don't make it traceable." That email is now in the hands of an ethics committee. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni has done what few in the industry can: tell the truth without spinning it. He refused the game. He lost money, lost placements, and stayed out of controversy. And now he's being rewarded not just with opportunities, but with respect. Respect that people like Blake spent years pretending to earn while secretly manipulating the system. This story goes even deeper. Staff members who once worked under Lively's team are coming forward with claims of toxicity, coercion, and threats of blacklisting. One former assistant, now protected by whistleblower status, said, "I was told to destroy emails. I was told to stall meetings. Everything was about protecting Blake's image, even if it meant ruining someone else's." We're talking about a full-on strategy to dominate Hollywood, music, and social influence. Not based on merit, not based on results, but based on control. That's what Blake Lively really wanted: control of the charts, the headlines, the stories, and it gets even darker. According to leaked footage now under review, Blake was present in a private meeting where tactics to manipulate fan engagement were discussed. Things like buying fake comments, suppressing hashtags, and coordinating smear posts against competitors. This isn't celebrity rivalry. This is industrial sabotage disguised as public relations. While Justin Baldoni quietly built a reputation based on truth, Blake was building a network of distortion. And now that truth is shining through every crack. Because no matter how perfect the image, no matter how polished the brand, facts don't lie. That's why major networks are pulling back. That's why partners are pausing deals. That's why former allies are running for cover. Because when someone finally calls out the system and proves it with evidence, the whole illusion collapses. And here's the scariest part for Blake. This might just be the beginning of her unraveling. Investigators are now digging into older campaigns, older awards, older deals. What else was manipulated? Who else got silenced? And how long has it been happening? People in the industry are saying one thing behind closed doors. If Blake Lively goes down, she won't be alone. And now it's your turn to speak up. If you stand with integrity, if you stand with truth, share this story. Comment below what you think should happen next. Should Blake be held fully accountable, or is there more we haven't even seen yet? Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more truth the media won't cover, because this is just the beginning.